In this video, we're going to ensure that you get as many points out of the forums as possible. This particular video is for Unit 1 forums, which is Week 1 and Week 2. As you can see in Week 1, I have a forum spreadsheet that I am to download and answer some questions. So I'm going to do that. And the first thing you'll notice is that I have to enable editing in order to edit any of this. The next thing that you will see is that on the bottom menu, there are several tabs. The first is Sample, then Fall 1, Winter 3, Spring 5, Summer 7. The question that I will complete is based on the term in which I'm taking this course. So if your term code, meaning if the course is called MA215, T30 something, and then 2271, or 2273, or 2275, or 2277, the 4-digit code, that 2271 in this case, is the term code. If that ends in 1, that's a fall term course. So when I open my spreadsheet, for each of the questions in the forums, I will always choose the fall question. If you're taking it in winter, you'll always choose winter, and so on and so forth. For the sake of this video, I am going to choose the sample question. Notice my question is here, and I've got some data that I am going to, in this case, create a pivot table summarizing the average number of top 3 finishes using bins starting at 0 with a bin width of 50 starting in cell G1. Now, in your lecture videos, I take you through exactly how to do this, so I'm not going to go through that process with you. I'm just going to create it for the sake of this video. As you can see, I'm almost done with my pivot table. There are a couple things I want to change. First of all, I want to rename this top 3. So I'm just going to click and edit. And here I'm going to use frequency. The other thing is I want a bin width of 50. So I need to right click and choose group. And if you right click and you're not able to see a group option, you are not using a full version of Excel, and you'll need to do that. There are instructions in your course. If you go to the resources under content, go to the resources, and there's some information for you under virtual desktop. So you need a computer, not a mobile device, including Chromebooks. Do not run a full version of Excel. Back here again, I'm going to group and choose 50. So now that I have my display, I want you to note that this is only worth 3 of the initial 9 points. Another 3 are for your conclusion, and another 3 for your Excel explanation. So in my Excel explanation box, I'm basically going to spell it out for my classmates. So if someone is struggling with making their frequency table, they can read your Excel explanation, which you will type right there. Again, I'm just typing gibberish. Similarly, for your conclusion, it says, based on the data in your pivot table, how many top 3 finishes would you say the average jockey had in the year 2016? So I would go to my conclusion and type in what I believe to be the conclusion. Again, for now, I just wrote gibberish. Then I'm going to take a screenshot. Now I'm using a Windows computer, so I'm going to use the snipping tool. You use whatever tool is available on your device, but it should be a screenshot, not a picture of your screen. Again, now I have my screenshot. I'm going to go back to my discussion. And I'm going to type a post. In order to add my screenshot, I'm going to go to the image button and choose the image I just took. I choose next, next, and then it posts. I usually choose view only. I'm not sure if that's an option for you as a student or not. If it is, just choose view only. And then you can see that when I post, all of my information is available to be seen without anyone having to download. Now, for my second post, as you can see, it says for your second post, you either provide helpful quality feedback to a peer or construct a histogram of your pivot table data using the pivot table. So if I were to do the first post, I would of course just respond to their post. If I'm choosing to create the other display, I'm going to do that here on my spreadsheet, take a screenshot of just those histograms, and then of course I would reply to my own post with that second post.